Well, I'll maybe try to get part 2 of the combine repair going today. Dang, weather's not looking like it's going to cooperate real well, but most of us to the west of us out around Salina, they've been catching a lot of rains. We get the chances and get a sprinkle just enough that we're afraid to cut hay down. Anyway, this is kind of the aftermath of tearing this one apart. But like I said, we got this variable speed for the fan. The biggest problem was this pulley that was in here split, which in turn kind of ate up the belt on one side. It's a double-sided belt, so it ate up one side of the belt, and it's a long one. Like I said, I think it was $215. This belt, it's not new by any means, but it's in pretty decent shape yet. It'll run probably several years. So we'll try to get some stuff around and get this one put back together. I'll bring you back when I get started. Okay, I got this pulley on. It turns nice and free. Now we'll get the belt kind of in there and go from there. Okay, got the belt fed in there. I got to put that guard on that yet. Got it fed up around the pulleys. Next thing is I gotta put all this on here. So I'll get to that. And we're gonna have, my coppers, making sure I'm doing the work right. I got this apart. There's a, get it slide down there. That keyway is wore. You can't really see it on the camera. I'll put some light on it, it'll help or not. Just not wanting to focus on that at all. Not sure why. Yeah, kinda doing it, but anyway. This keyway, you can see it's wore bad. It's been sitting in there just wobbling in that shaft. So, I got to do some deciding what we're going to do. I may have to go get another shaft because I don't know that this one, see, it's not any better. It's wore real bad. Alright, back to the drawing board. That shaft, we may be best off replacing it. I'll bring you back when we figure out what we're doing. Well, after looking at what we had, how bad they were wore, I might have been able to put them a mill in a new keyway on that shaft on the other side and gotten by, but the housing was wore on both of them too much, so it's going to be, they just wear back out. So Made a trip to Rossville Truck and Tractor, and about $375 later, we got new Woodruff key, new hub, new snap ring, and a new shaft. And that ought to get her all back together. So I'll pick out which is the best of all the pulleys between the two combine parts and see if we can get her back together. This one here is probably the best one of that, so we may do some mixing and matching and get her back together. Now I'll bring you back. Okay, got the new one in there. Bearings were real good on that one, so I'm not gonna worry about them. Then we gotta mount that on the combine, and then this all goes in there. So go to the next step. And this bolts in there. Alright, I'll bring you back. Okay, I've got that one. Good and free. Bolted in there. I put the grease zerk point in the front, so maybe it'd be a little easier to get to. And we gotta start putting the hubs on now. Put the hub on and put that snap ring in that groove. Yeah. I'll bring you back. Yeah. Tired to sprinkling. Put the tools in. The way this new shaft and new hub is, I can't put the regular shim washers that they had in it for the snap ring. I need about a 50 thousandths thick washer to put in there to take up the slack. So rather than to push it, I'll just get out and order one. We'll bring you back when get some more going on this. Yeah, it's been a couple days, been several days since I actually got around to working on that combine, finishing up putting it together. But today's the September 24th, 2005, or 2025. That made another trip over into Missouri, picked up some tires. These will fit our 4890, and they'll also fit that combine. They're 30.5 by 32s. Not too bad. Fuel to go get them, commissions on the auction, everything total puts those 4 tires at about $350. There is one of them that's got kind of a split in the sidewall, so it's probably not that usable, but the other 3 seem to be pretty decent. They're ones that the guy had 4 spares for his John Deere combine that had that size tires, and he upgraded combines, and his new combine has different size tires, so he was selling his backup tires. So it worked out pretty good for us, because normally you can't even find one used tire for $350. It's been my luck. Anyway, I've got this all back together. The day I ended up putting it together, we kept getting a little bit of showers and everything else, so I didn't do any filming. I still have to figure out if I've got a bad switch, because I only have power on one of these, so it only turns one direction for adjusting the fan speed. But we ended up getting a new hub for the center hub for these pulleys, and a new shaft. I don't remember if I said that on the last or not, but we ended up putting new in there, and then took the best of the pulleys from the two combines, put them on there. We've got the spare belt here, and the one that we took off this, it isn't too good, but worst comes to worst, if we had to get finished up, we could use it. And I've got a spare one of these. I put it in the building because it's in pretty decent shape. So I think this combine is now ready to go. Our first will be corn, because it's getting pretty close to ready. We had 4/10 of an inch of rain yesterday, and supposedly now we're supposed to be rain free for another 5 days at least, maybe 6. So we hope to get finished up on our prairie hay put up. We've got about 100 acres of hay ground to finish up on. So anyway, this here should be all ready to go. Oil's changed in it. I've got to fill it up with fuel, and then go up and get the header put on it. Do a little bit of work on the header, but shouldn't be much. And we'll be picking some corn. I only got about 4 acres of corn that's going to be decent, so it won't be much, but it'll keep us in supply for grinding or cracking for the cows and stuff for feed, and we may sell some, because we've got I don't remember if it's a 3-ton grain bin out there by the barn. It's still almost 2/3 full, so I'm not sure if I'm going to top it off or not, or if we'll just sell it. But anyway, we'll figure that out when the time comes. The worst thing about the whole trip yesterday is it was raining most of the way, which wasn't no big deal, but coming back, I come across the country from Valley Falls across, and the roads were pretty muddy, so I got a mess to clean up. Anyway, we're also working on that belly dump, getting the brakes working on it, fixed on it, and got to get the lights changed on it, and getting air valves for the dump, putting new ones of them on. So haven't filmed any of that, but boy's been doing most of it. So anyway, it's still kind of cloudy, but supposedly it isn't supposed to rain today, but know how that goes. Anyway, I think I'll end this second part here, and hope everybody has a good one. And if you like the content, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.